Governor Brown just put his signature on a package of bills to address a pressing need for more affordable housing.
Now, the laws are designed to raise money for construction and remove red tape.
KPIX 5's political reporter Melissa Caen joins us now with some details. Melissa?
Yeah, Veronica and Ken, as we know, the word housing is pretty much always followed by the word crisis these days. And today in San Francisco, dozens of elected officials gathered to watch the governor sign 15 housing crisis bills into law. Now, some of these new laws put more money into housing, but money isn't everything.
We have spent 50 years in this state digging ourselves into a deep hole by putting obstacle after obstacle in the way of new housing. And we are paying the price today.
Literally, we're paying the price in sky-high mortgages, unaffordable rent, and a generation of workers worse off than their parents.
All these rules were passed by people like you. Let's face it, city and state people did all this good stuff. But as I always say, too many goods create a bad.
Ultimately, he says it's a matter of balance.
We want to achieve safety and the aesthetics and the right kind of neighborhoods and all the rest of that stuff, and we get a lot of rules. So now we got to figure out a way to streamline, and we're doing that in these bills.
Several of the bills that the governor signed today attack the state's red tape.
My bills, SB 166 and 167, basically deal with the fact that getting a permit to build housing should not be a shell game.
State Senator Nancy Skinner says her bills are aimed at stopping NIMBYs.
If you have proposed something that fits the existing zoning and planning requirements, your housing should get built.
Then there's Senator Scott Wiener's bill.
SB 35, which will streamline the housing approval process in communities that are not meeting their housing goals.
The governor said he understands that homeowners don't want housing prices to go down. But frankly, that's what these bills aim to do.
I know none of you want to cut the value of people's homes they struggle to buy. So we're not talking about lowering the prices in one sense, although we are. So there it is. Plenty of paradox, plenty of complexity, but today you can be sure we got 15 good bills.
But the governor had one small request.
Not so many bills next year, guys.
Now, Assemblyman David Chu was also at the ceremony. He said he's already hearing from people in the housing industry saying they're excited by this new pro-development atmosphere. So we may start seeing development proposals rolling in right away, even though the new laws don't actually take effect for a few months. Melissa Caen, KPIX 5.
Two Bay Area cities are at the top of the list when it comes to return on investment for housing. Zillow found sellers in Oakland last year sold for $590,000 on average. And that was 78% more than what they initially paid. And sellers in San Jose pocketed the most cash, gaining $271,000 after owning their homes for a median of 9 years and 8 months.